Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to open some boxes from ProKettlebell.com. Today's opening implement will be this custom neck knife from CC Bolt J. All right. Look out, buddy. No knife for you. Neck knives are one of those fun things throughout history that aren't super common anymore, but they are a fun way to carry a knife because it keeps it out of your pockets and off of your waist. These kettlebells have the label, made in the USA, which I always like to see. And inside the box, most kettlebells are packaged with styrofoam. These kettlebells are packaged just with cardboard, which I very much appreciate. It's fun packaging. Somebody spent time and effort to design good packaging. That always reminds me of the early days of Apple. The unique thing about these kettlebells that we're opening today is that they are in a smaller size and a different material. This size is the Atlas for smaller framed individuals. This one that I got last year is the Apollo for people my size. For reference, I'm about 6'2", 240 pounds. But I could still use this smaller sized bell because of the design of the bell. It is still laying perfectly in my hand. It is still resting perfectly on my arm. This is what makes the company Pro Kettlebell different from everybody else. They are designing bells to encourage people to hold the bell correctly. If you tried to hold this bell wrong, then this would be driving directly into your forearm and would be uncomfortable. So just by using the bell and holding it properly, it will be comfortable to hold. I think that this is a very good innovation because the problem that most people have when they start kettlebelling and the problem that keeps them from advancing in kettlebelling is their grip. They get their grip incorrect in the beginning and it causes them to not have good technique. Their structure is not in line, therefore they cannot endure. This is a great innovation in kettlebell lifting, and I hope this spreads all over the world. This kettlebell, I believe, is made out of a different material. Obviously, the full-size heavy ones are made out of iron. They are hollow. They do actually ring like bells. I believe that this one is aluminum. That's how they get it to be light and the correct size and shape. This is 6K. This other box here is going to contain a 4K. Wow, that is a sharp, sharp knife. Just cut through the whole box like it was nothing. And now, oh man, the 4K. Once again, same great packaging, beautiful, well thought out design. And this is totally unique. I've never seen anything like this. Oh my God, that's amazing. The geometry of the bell itself encourages you to hold it correctly, not in a barbell grip, but in an endurance kettlebell grip. And these two bells are exactly the same size and shape, but vary in weight based on the wall thickness of the bell itself. Most people are not going to need a 4K, but probably 100 million people in America could use a 4K. Think of 4K, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. This is 8.8 pounds, or let's round it up, say 9 pounds. This is light enough for people who have been injured or who are older or who are severely deconditioned to start with a proper kettlebell and learn proper technique all the way up through. Start with a 4, go to a 6, then you can go to an 8, and then walk your way up through the bells. In kettlebell training, there's been this whole thing throughout history where they just try to get you to start with a heavy weight, and then if you don't succeed, they kind of blame you. This is the first company I've seen that is making a bell designed for people to start with no matter what. You will see like 5-pound kettlebells at Walmart, but they are so terribly designed as to be useless, and people waste money on that every year. They never get what they want from training because they bought bad equipment, and then they think that kettlebelling doesn't work. Kettlebelling definitely works. You just have to have equipment that's actually designed to be used. Totally relaxed, I am in the correct position because of the shape of the bell. What you will notice is the difference in the size of these bells. This is a much smaller bell than this, and that is designed for different sized athletes. I think that that's incredible. Pro Kettlebell released this new bell shape last year, which means that it's very hard for people to grip the bell wrong. If you try to grip the bell wrong, it hurts. That is all different than what is commonly available, which is called a hardstyle bell. A hardstyle bell is solid cast. They are not hollow on the inside like pro kettlebells or like competition bells. They are one solid cast piece, but they get bigger and smaller depending on the size, and the distance here between the handle and the bell can change depending on the manufacturer, which means that it could rest in the arm wrong, which once again makes it hard to learn to lift properly, which makes it hard to get what you want out of training. So think of the evolution of American kettlebell training since 2001 as starting with hardstyle, changed the world. Everybody got better at something: swings, clean and press, hip hinge, squats. Then we got into competition bells so that everybody could learn to lift better longer. And now the evolution of the pro kettlebell, changing the external shape so that it's hard to hold it wrong. And now the new smaller size so that everybody can get what they want out of training with less injury, better results, faster, which is always the goal. Thank you to ProKettlebell.com for sending me out these bells for testing. I am going to give these bells to people who know nothing about kettlebells, and I'm going to start them on a clean and press progression so that they can learn proper technique directly from the beginning and walk their way up to heavier weights over time. This will reduce injuries. This will reduce problems across the board.